the details, we don't start the studies as such. We'll be discussing the overall subject, overall portion. From tomorrow, we'll be starting the new part as such. So don't miss even a single lecture of this batch. Today the orientation, so today I'll be giving you the whole idea of the subject. Okay? What the subject is, how many marks are there, what are the modules. Kindly share it with your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, kindly share it with your friends. Like it. Me also. Means, who am I? My name is Vishal Mantri. You might have got the name. I worked in various banks, including your HDFC Bank, Citibank, USA, Singapore, DBS. In all the departments. I worked in retail, I worked in corporate banking, trade finance, and treasury. All the 4 departments. I've been teaching this CAIIB and JAIIB both since 2013. Yeah, since 2013. Taught more than 40,000-50,000 students. Whatever portion you study, I've actually worked in this portion. Work means I've worked practically in LC, treasury back office. I've worked in all these bonds and everything. Okay, I've cleared all these exams, JAIIB, CAIIB, yes, MFI, NCFM, IRDA, and what? NetSet, okay, certified bank trainer, all these. So welcome to Adda 24/7 and kindly note in this, the portion. Hi, good evening. Echoing. Why? Is there any problem? Hi. Just check the systems, your systems as such. Any problem? Is the voice okay or echoing? Everyone? Is the voice okay? Hi, good evening. So let's start. See, basically your CAIIB, you might be knowing this by now. If you have gone through the portion. Good evening, Yarni Yadav. Okay. Good evening, everyone. See this. If you have gone through the portion, basically you have four subjects, compulsory ones, and 1 elective. Okay. Compulsory ones which you have to select. I'll give you the idea about elective also, which elective is to be selected. And we'll have the gross idea of all the 4 subjects. I'll be taking ABM and BFM. ABM I'll be handling module A and C. Module A and module C. Okay? Both these modules have numericals. Numericals, case studies, everything. Tough ones. Okay? In ABM. Then here in BFM, I'll be taking it completely. Today's orientation is for BFM. So I'll give you the more details about BFM. ABM I'll give you later whenever we have this subject. Okay. So now in BFM, you have basically 4 modules. One is international banking. Second is risk management, treasury. 4th is balance sheet. Means we call it balance sheet management or corporate governance also. So these are the 4 modules. International banking, again remember, modules you must by heart, means you must know what is there in these 4 modules. In international banking, I'll give you, we are having the subject wise, chapter wise we'll be discussing. Okay, so not an issue. But I'll just give you the broad idea right now over here. This totally relates to Forex. International banking totally relates to Forex. Okay, foreign exchange. In foreign exchange, you are having not only, there are 2 types of foreign exchanges in our banking system. One is of retail Forex, second is of corporate Forex. Retail means father sending money to daughter outside, daughter sending money to father over here, son sending money, something like this. This is all retail Forex. Next is corporate Forex. Corporate Forex means import export, FDI, FPI, all this. So both these things are there. So Forex is not only related to your retail segment, but it's related mainly to the corporate segment also. And you're having a lot of numericals on this. So what are the subjects in this? What are the chapters in this? I'll give you later, but main chapter over here is numericals. Forex, foreign exchange and case studies are there. Then you have various roles of RBI, various institutions, FEMA, what is the role of FEMA, what is FEDI doing, what is CCIL doing, you have all these roles. Last time, in fact, just to cover this, last time the result of complete under 24/7 batches was around 95 to 96%. BFM was the same. ABM was also 95-96%. The topics are taken to the details till the end. Every dot is taken. We stick directly to the books of yours. Okay? So international banking, forex. Then second module becomes risk management. This is one of the toughest. See, module A and module B are one of the toughest ones. A and B both are tough. A and B modules are both tough and both are totally unrelated to each other. Suppose if you study A and you feel that after studying A, B will be easy. So it's totally opposite. B is not at all related to Forex. A is related to Forex, B is not at all related to Forex, not at all. Okay? So, in B, what do we have? Risk management. Total 8 chapters. All the 8 chapters are having the word risk. Risk this, risk this, risk that, market risk, credit risk, operations risk, liquidity risk, various risks. All the risks are there. One of the toughest parts in your entire BFM, in fact, entire CIIB, you have numericals in all the 4 modules. Kindly note this. Okay? So risk management is basically related to the banking risk. Bank faces various types of risks. See, what does bank face? Bank faces the risk of credit. Suppose if I give the loan to somebody and that person doesn't give me back, then bank faces the risk of market risk. Market means tomorrow there is a war between Russia and Ukraine. Immediately the gold rates go up. Immediately the interest rates shoot up. Then what happens? This is market risk. Operations risk. Employees create problems. Systems are down. Server is not working. Anything can happen. Reputation risk. Something can come in the newspaper. This customer has become NPA, big loan problem to this bank and gone. Right? So banks can face various risks. All these risks are covered over here. Okay? All of them are covered. Main are the 3 risks: credit and ops. Okay, definitely. There are huge number of questions on these. Okay? Next, treasury management, module C. Now look at this. If your module B is okay, kindly pay attention to this, everyone. If your module B is okay, you have done this properly, module B. Okay? Then what happens? All your modules C and D, these two become easy for you. If your module B is okay, module C and D are very easy for you. Because C and D are dependent on B. Okay? They are dependent on B. So C is related to treasury management. Treasury. What do you mean by treasury? Treasury is here. All of us work in retail banks. Alright, retail bank means branches. We have all this home loan, personal loan, car loan, two-wheeler loan, CASA, FD, TPP, third party. Sometimes LCs somewhere. But if you look at treasury, the role is totally different. Treasury is totally different. Treasury is not related at all to your retail banking. I worked in treasury for almost 2 years, 2.5 years. It's totally different. Treasury is only concerned about number 1, the short-term liquidity of the bank. Short-term, number one, short-term liquidity. Short-term means what? Within 1 year. And also it has to focus on, but that is a secondary role. Primary role is short-term liquidity. Secondary role is for 5 years, 10 years, next 5 years, what should be the position. But that is a secondary role. Main role of treasury is short-term liquidity. Treasury focuses on purchase and sale of bonds. Now bonds are of two types. Bonds will be, one will be government bond, second will be private. Private bonds are called as debentures. In fact, there are various names, not only debentures. You can call it, various names are there. Okay? But main logic is debentures. And government bonds are called as bonds. So treasury deals in purchase and sale of these bonds, plus treasury deals in forex. The other role of treasury is forex management. These are the two main roles of any treasury, forex and bonds. The amounts are also used. You might be knowing this. Amounts move in crores of rupees. Okay, it's not a retail game. Okay, treasury also gives loans to the interbanks. So you have all these studies over here. In treasury management, you will be having all these studies. The last one is balance sheet management. Balance sheet means what are the elements of balance sheet in the banks? What are the elements of balance sheet in the banks? Means what is your CASA? What is your asset? What is your liability? All these things. So basically remember, these four modules are, A is not related to anyone. B, C, D are related to each other. Now, ABFM, you will be having this in the orientation class, but theory is easy. Numericals, case study is very important. Don't do that. Once your concept is clear in the theory, only then you will be able to answer properly in the numericals and the case studies. Now let's discuss these electives. Which elective should you select? See, many of the students, many of the bankers, in fact, you all are bankers, working bankers, right? So many of you feel that I have to study treasury. So that's why I will give the elective of risk management. See, risk management is related to treasury. Somebody says, what is RBI? I want to study RBI. So I'll be taking the central banking. Central banking is totally RBI. Somebody is more inclined towards IT. Kindly I'll tell you, for clearing this year, your main target is clearing the paper. If you want to study risk management or if you want to study treasury, give a separate treasury management course later. First clear the CIB and then have the 2 increments and then you give whatever course you want, isn't it? Don't go initially for central banking or risk management, even IT. If you have a background of IT, then okay. Otherwise, I would suggest the best elective is HR. Best. Very easy to clear. Okay, very easy to clear. Why easy to clear? Because I'll tell you basic reason. See, this HR portion is over here also. Human Resource Management. ABM Module B. Now, almost 40% of your portion is done here only. Then you need not study this elective again. Based on that 40%, you can definitely answer some of the new questions also. Isn't it? So many things are covered over here. That's why I would suggest what you should do is, for clearing the paper, got it? Everyone pay attention. For clearing the paper, you must focus on HR. Try to give HR, clear the CIB, then you give whatever you want, risk management, central banking. There are separate courses for that. You will give it later. Got the clarity, everyone? Clear this part? Okay, move on. So now, let's move on to the further part. What is a success mantra, you can say, but there's no mantra as such, to be frank. Means many of you might be saying this, success, mantra, success, what? Key to success, all this. There is no key to success, no mantra anywhere. There is only one mantra, discipline. That's the only one mantra. Sure, create a study schedule, eat healthy. Health is wealth. That is important, but obvious. If you do all the studies and then later what happens during the exam time, you feel sick, you can't go to the paper. What's the use? Eat healthy. Take refreshment. See, there is a refreshing break also. Take breaks. Okay? Eat healthy. Take breaks. Whatever you study, revise it. Revising is very important. Revision is very important. Without revision, see, that's what requires discipline. After all, what did I say? First word was discipline. Okay? Without discipline, you can't have anything in life. Forget CIB. Discipline. Okay? That is the only one success mantra. Discipline. Remaining all you can do, but without discipline, all are zero. All are zero. Big zero. Okay? So see this. Revise effectively. Ask for help. Now, whenever you are revising, whenever you are doing the studies, you might be facing some problems, isn't it? To solve those problems, there should be someone. That's why you have joined the class, isn't it? That's why we are over here. Because I'll tell you, see, the portion of this CIB, portion of CIB is not simple. Kindly note this. It is an MBA portion, MBA Finance Management portion, packed for in 2-3 months course. It's that heavy. In MBA, this financial management, what all techniques you study over here, you study in MBA in 1 year, yeah, 2-3 subjects you together combinedly you study there. Here in 2 years, roughly in 2 years MBA you do this, but here you do it in this 3-4 months only. And in MBA the problem is you are studying, you are not working. Here you are working and then you are studying. Here the big problem is there. See, always remember, we have to cope up with that problem. See, situations are situations. Suppose if tomorrow you keep on crying, I used to study a lot in my school, college, MBA, now working, not possible. See, you want increment, simple. Do you want double increment or no? You want it, no? Then you have taken this path. So once you have taken, do it. It's very easy. It's very easy. If you follow the disciplined approach, it's very easy. Kindly note this. Okay? So, ask for help. That's why you are here. We have mentors over here. Okay? Avoid distractions. Okay? Avoid distractions. And second, one more point which is not written over here. Practice old papers. That's okay. Practice old papers are not available at IIBF. You will never get the old papers. What you get is from the mentors only. What we have seen. See, I am teaching since 2013. This BFM only. AB and BFM since 2013. Now, one thing you note, I have seen all the papers. Gone through various papers, various revisions. So I know the level of papers. So that's why these old papers, you won't get it. But at Adda 24/7 tests which are available, you'll get this. The paper in exam is similar to that of the tests. Similar. If you clear the test, if you give that test, attempt the test, you'll definitely clear this paper. But attempt all the tests. Okay? So now, one thing which is not written over here, manage your stress is okay, that's also there. One important point which I'll tell you is, avoid free notes. Very important. Avoid free notes. Free notes and free books, whatever. You get it from various other sources. Whatever we give it Adda, okay, at Adda 24/7 over here. We all have tested these notes. Notes, question banks, everything we have tested. What happens is there are some channels where you can go and you get free material. But the questions set over there are so tough that they are never asked in the exam. Then why to study that? Many tough questions are. I'm not saying they are wrong or they are not up to the mark. They can be. but some of them are too tough. Those are not, you have, be very clear, you have only 120 minutes and 100 questions. Be very clear about it. Let it be any paper of CIB. 120 minutes, 100 questions. Now, if I give you a big problem of something related to treasury in your notes, it won't come. Very big problem, it won't come at all. Because that is why MBA, 3 hours paper. Here 120 minutes, 100 questions. That also everything is objective. Avoid free notes. Follow strictly Adda 24/7 notes. The PDFs are given by us also. Means here, you'll get the ebooks also in the classes, in the app. Plus, I myself will be giving you separate PDFs for studies. Follow those PDFs, follow the classes, follow the ebooks and tests. Enough. Don't go anywhere. Just close your eyes from anything else. Under 24/7 tests, ebooks, classes, and the PDFs which we give you. So that is enough for you to clear. See, all the students last time, this time only, June, the highest in BFM was 87. 87 BFM highest. Majority of them have cleared it. Majority. Okay? Majority of them have cleared. Means the paper, I tell you the results now. The results were around 95-96%. So almost everyone has cleared it. If you don't attend the class at all, then there's a problem. Attend the classes. If you can't attend the live classes, attend the recorded sessions. Everything is available. Follow the classes. Follow the PDFs which I give you. Paper will be from these 4 points. So main part is what? Everything else keep aside. Main part is discipline. If you have discipline, you'll do anything. If you don't have discipline, zero. No, hard book is not available. Ebooks are available. Everything is ebooks. Okay? Ebooks are available. Hard book is also available, but that is available in the Mahapack, Increment Mahapack. If you go for Increment Mahapack, in that hard book is also available. I'll show you at the end. Okay? Wait till the end. I'll show you. Okay? Hard book is available, but Increment Mahapack. Okay? Mind it, the PDFs which I am giving you, the classes of us, PDF and the classes and the tests, and if you can ebooks, these 4 things enough to get more than 60 in BFM. Okay? So now, knowledge of syllabus is a must, obviously, isn't it? Without syllabus, knowing the syllabus, how will you work? Already I gave you all the idea of what the syllabus is, what all the modules are. Time management necessary, choice of paper, of proper study material. Already I have told you, go through Adda notes, Adda material only, don't follow anything else. Enough. Work on your weak areas. Now this is a separate part. Working on the weak areas means what? Everyone has different weak areas. Means what? Many of the bankers are now engineers, isn't it? You have done your engineering and come to the banking. Even I am an engineer. I have done my engineering. From CIP I did it, Pune. Anybody from CIP? Anybody from CIP, Pune? I have done it from CIP in long back, 98. Then MBA from Pumba. So, many of the engineers have entered the banking like me. That Amir Khan movie, right? Engineering की, MBA की, बैंक में गया, banking में जाना तो engineering क्यों की? But what to do? Isn't it? What to do? So these are the facts of life. You have to do it now, isn't it? So, and mind it, engineers are also welcome in banking, and it's nothing difficult now in banking. Everything is done by the computers now, isn't it? Internet, everything is done by the machines. You are just the sales agents. What are you doing in banking? You tell me, all you guys. What are you doing in banking? Selling KCC, selling insurance, selling CASA, selling. Targets from the BM, right? Sell this, sell that. What happened? क्यों नहीं हुआ? Pipeline कब चलेगी? All these things. You are doing the same thing now, isn't it? Module B. Module A only some part. Module A only I'll be starting, but Module A next part. Numericals I'll cover later. I'll cover it at the time of the exam because then it will be fresh in your mind. Forex numericals. So, go through the previous year question papers. Not possible, so follow the other tests. Practice is the ultimate way. Discipline. Don't overburden yourself. Okay, don't think too much. Okay, don't think this, that. That's why I said don't go for these free notes. Okay. Minimum 1 hour daily study required, but obvious. Minimum 1 hour daily, other than the classes. Other than the classes. Otherwise, you'll say, sir, I have done 2 hours classes. Other than classes, 1 hour study. You'll say, how is it possible? Possible. I'll tell you how. You have to take extra stress. You have to take extra stress, but follow it. How? Before sleeping, 15 minutes. When you get up in the morning, get up 15 minutes earlier or half an hour earlier. Try half hour before sleeping, half hour after you get up. Your mind is fresh always whenever you get up. What you study in the morning first always remains in your mind. So half hour before, half hour after, you will complete the 1 hour study, and that's enough. 1 hour along with the classes, enough. Okay? All those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download the app, subscribe to the channel. Now this is a general information given. What are the types of questions in CIB? Not only in BFM, all the subjects. Numericals, theory, case studies, 1 mark questions, questions without options. This is a new term which has come in. In exam, they give you questions which don't have any option. Only question is there and you have to type the answer. This is a new term which has come in. Mainly they give you numericals only. Means up till now I have seen numericals only. Okay, and it's easy, not that difficult. Kindly note, your theory is the base. Theory is the base for everything. For numericals, theory is the base. For 1 mark question, theory is the base. Case studies, theory is the base. Questions without option, theory is the base. Without theory, you can't do anything. So don't underestimate the theory part. Okay? Case studies are of 5 marks. In BFM specifically, I'll tell you, roughly you'll get around 35 to 40 marks case study. Means 7 to 8 case studies. 7 to 8, 5 marks case studies. Out of this, almost 4 will be numericals. 4. 3 will be theory. And remaining all will be 1 mark questions. Okay? Remaining all will be 1 mark questions. Now they have started combining 2 marks, 3 marks theory also. They combine 2 to 3 questions, some paragraph, and based on that 2-3 questions, and make it a 2 mark question. But these are again separate questions. See, kindly note, there is no 2 mark question in your CIB. Like you had it in JAIIB, 2 marks, 1 mark, half mark, nothing over here. Completely 1 mark. All 1 mark. If they want to ask any question, that will be for 1 mark. Okay? So, you need to plan your own preparation strategy. We at Adda 24/7 will be providing with live classes, ebooks, tests, physical books also in the Mahapack. Okay? The subject is divided into 4 modules. Already I have discussed this: international banking, risk management, treasury, and balance sheet. What is this? Everyone, have you subscribed to this channel? Now JAIIB CAIB English medium. Have you subscribed to the channel? Click on this. Now on the same channel you are watching on YouTube right now. Subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon. All those in the paid batch also. Kindly subscribe to this channel. You are getting free YT series. Many objective questions are taken on the YT series, YouTube. Okay, follow that. Got it? So module A. Module A is, see, you'll say only 5. No, not 5. This is for just the first part. See the second part, 10. Total 10 chapters in module A. Again, Chapter 1 has numericals, exchange rate and forex business. This I'll take it later. I won't be touching it right now for you. Okay? This will be doing it at the end. Why? Because at that time exam will be near. So when the exam is near and you do the problems, then they are fresh in your mind. Okay? LRS. This mainly will be starting with this topic. LRS, Liberalized Remittance Scheme, from tomorrow. Okay? LRS and other remittance facilities. So we'll be starting with this chapter. In LRS, kindly remember, what is LRS? See, Liberalized Remittance Scheme is for retail forex, or you can say capital account forex. See, there are two accounts, capital account and current account. Current account means trade finance. Trade finance means what? You buy and sell. I'm selling something, I'm exporting something, I'm getting dollars. So that is balance of trade, or you can say current account. LRS is related to capital account. Capital means I'm not selling anything. I'm just giving the dollars outside, or I'm getting the dollars from outside. That is capital account. So LRS is applicable to capital accounts. 2,50,000, of course. I won't be. That's why I said I won't be discussing the in detail the subject today. I'll just give you the gross idea today. Tomorrow we'll discuss this only, LRS. Okay? 2,50,000 per year. You can transfer outside per person per year. Dollars, not rupees. Okay? Correspondent banking. So these two, 3 and 4 are now related to each other. Correspondent banking means the agent banks, network of banks. Their main LC is related. When you do the trade finance transactions under LC or not under LC, collections we call it. So there you will see these two. Correspondent bank is required over there. What is NRI banking? NRI banking means various accounts of NRIs. Where is NRI allowed to invest? Where is NRI not allowed to invest? Okay, that is over here in NRI banking. What are the various accounts of the NRI? NRE, NRO, FCNR, RFC. Okay, all these accounts are discussed. Then what are diamond dollar accounts? What are EFC accounts? Exchange earners foreign currency accounts. All these are there for your studies. Facilities for exporters and importers means whatever facilities government has given for the exporters, mainly for exporters. See, government mainly focuses on exports. Why? Because we need exports. Dollar, ando, dollar anedo, isn't it? So exporters. Importers are also there, but that is for capital account. Means I'll bring the machinery, then do the production, and then do the exports. Means ultimately it is exports only. So facilities are there. So those are discussed over here. ECB, external commercial borrowing, means various loans which our banks take from outside. Not only banks, companies also take. Various companies in our country take loans from outside banks. Even our own banks take loans from outside banks because their rate of interest is low. So that is ECB. So here ECB various structures are defined. What are the various types of ECBs? What is EECB? Okay? Means what are the various types of this? Exchangeable, what is exchangeable ECB? Okay, what is convertible ECB? That is discussed. Then various types of this foreign investments in India. What is FDI? What is FPI? What are the rules and regulations? If NBFC has to get some money from outside, what are the rules for NBFCs? Those are discussed over here. Some company wants to repay some loans which it has taken. Now it wants to get a loan from outside and repay the loans. So again, discussed over here. Role of Exim Bank, role of RBI, means Reserve Bank of India, Exchange Control of India, FEMA, FEDI, all these are discussed. Now note this, Exim Bank, Reserve Bank of India, Exchange Control, FEMA, FEDI and others. Now in this others, this part, this basically the point is what we have to study in detail over here is RBI and FEDI and FEMA. RBI, FEMA and FEDI. These are the three main. Okay, because these are the cores of your foreign exchange. Exim Bank is there, the role is limited now. It is mainly related to the long-term finance. Now see here, what are Exim Bank used to do? What is Exim? Exim means export-import. What are Exim Bank used to do? Nowadays, all the banks are doing. Only now Exim Bank's role is limited to longer-term finance. I mean, banks can't finance beyond 10 years. So Exim Bank finances beyond 10 years. Then you have IFSC, International Financial Service Center, or we call it GIFT City also. So you have IFSC as a separate topic. This is started in Gujarat, Gandhinagar. And more to start. Many others are there. It's not only this. Okay, more to start, more have to come. So this is about this IFSC center. You might have read about this Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Kindly read if you have not. Technology in international banking. So what is the EDPMS? What is IDPMS? What is blockchain technology in trade finance? All this is studied. So this will be for module A. Module B, again same, not that simple. 5 only? No. 3 more. 8. Total 8 chapters. See this, what did I say? All are having this word risk. Risk and basic risk management framework, risk in banking business, risk regulations, market risk, credit risk, operations risk, liquidity risk, and Basel III. So all these are risks. Now the biggest chapter in this, in fact the biggest chapter in your entire BFM, risk regulation in banking industry, big and tough, very big, very tough, very big. If you are able to grasp this chapter, everything else will be easy for you. Very tough. Okay? Risk regulation basic framework it is. What are the various committees of risk? Those are discussed over here. Risk in banking business. What are the various risks? Bank faces thousands of risks. Credit risk, market risk, liquidity risk, operations risk, then forex risk, isn't it? All the risks are discussed. Risk regulations. What are the governances of regulations? What are the controls? Market risk, credit risk. Now these are specific risks. Market risk means what? That risk which is not in your hands. Tomorrow Russia does a war with Ukraine, or let's say USA. We don't know. China does some war with some country. So that is not in your hand. That's a part of market risk. Credit risk means you give a loan and a customer doesn't repay back. Operations risk, you already know, employees and the systems. Here, employees is one part. Many of us, operations means we feel that employee always does the mistake. No, employee doesn't do the mistake always. Many a time the errors happen because of floods. Due to floods, that is also operations risk. Dacoity, something happens in your branch. Terrorist attack. After all, that can be one reason. That is also part of operations risk. Liquidity risk. Okay. Now this chapter is repeated twice. One is in 17th chapter. Next you have in module D. Again, I'll show you. Liquidity means daily problem, daily liquidity, cash, enough money to handle daily operations. Basel III framework on liquidity management. All the Basel III pillars are asked. Minimum capital requirement, SREP, and this last one, okay, corporate governance we call it. Okay. So all these 3 pillars. Okay. So these 3 pillars are discussed over here. The details are discussed over here. Got it? Then module C. These are simple and small. All these are simple and small. Okay? These are simple and small. Means what? This much only. Only one slide. Introduction to treasury, treasury products, international equity and debt products, funding and regulatory aspects, treasury risk management, derivative products, treasury and asset liability management. So these are simple to handle. Theory, mainly theory. Only 2-3 numericals are there. I'll be covering those. Okay. So introduction to treasury means related to treasury. How does the treasury function? What are the various offices of treasury? What are the various products? Means treasury products means related to your derivatives. Three are related. See, treasury products, international equity and debt products, and derivative products. 20, 21, 24. You will find a common element. Okay. So here you will have all the products. Like what is derivative, what is FRA, what is forward contract, what is this swap, financial swap, what are the various types of swaps. Funding and regulatory aspects and treasury risk management, these two are related to each other. Funding and regulatory means a bank always needs the funds for liquidity management. So you need it for that. Treasury risk, what are the various types of risks in the treasury? How to manage them? What are the various types of risks? Again, see here, whatever risks are there for the banking, same risks are there for the treasury. Market risk, ops risk, credit risk, liquidity risk, all these are there. Again, treasury and ALM. What does RBI say about this? See, you'll have various RBI guidelines throughout. ALM is bucket system. What does RBI say about the bucket system? How does the RBI monitor the bucket system? Where does it start? Where does it end? Buckets. Study the bucket system, very important. Okay? Module D, balance sheet or corporate governance you call it. Elements, what are the components of assets and liabilities of balance sheet? Now this is simple. What are your assets? Your assets are loans. What are your liabilities? Your liabilities are deposits. Plus
your next class starts in 13.
Asset classification and provisioning norms. So here you will have all the substandard, doubtful 1, doubtful 2, all these. Okay? Liquidity management. I told you that chapter 17th chapter repeated. Roughly, not full, 50%. Interest rate fund management. So interest rate risk, basically it means interest rate risk. And last one is RAROC and profit planning. So what is RAROC? Risk adjusted return on capital. So this is a whole portion of yours. Tomorrow we'll be starting with LRS, Liberalized Remittance Scheme. Tomorrow means Sunday, Monday. Okay, Sunday is a holiday. So Monday. Everyone kindly join the Telegram group. I'll give you on Monday. Okay, the link I'll give you. Do join the Telegram group of mine. I'll give you all the PDFs. Okay. Chalo, bye everyone. Hope so you've enjoyed. Okay. Enjoyed means there's nothing enjoyable that much. But you have got a clear picture of what BFM is. And mind it, you will get through BFM. Just follow the classes, okay? And follow the instructions. Chalo, bye everyone.